Hi everyone, it's your boy Ricky here with Bromero Cards for Honeybee Stamps. Thank you so much for being here today. Y'all, I know I haven't been on the channel for a good while, and that's because I've been having some medical issues with my eyes. I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but I do have a medical issue in my right eye where I'm not able to really see through it, and we're trying to figure out what's going on with that. But I have noticed that after my eye injection, the first couple days after that is when I can see the best. So what I'm going to try to do is once I get those injections done, then I will do some videos right after that, and then hopefully I'll be more up on the channel than usual. But I want to thank you guys so much for working with me and messaging me and all that great stuff, and thank you so much. And before we get started, I just want to say a few things. First, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Secondly, leave some comments down below. Tell me what you think about the card at the end of the channel. Third, click that thumbs up and click that, what's the other button? I forget what I'm saying. What's the other button? The bell. Click the bell so that you know a new video has come out. So let's get down to the desk and see what we're going to be playing with today. Okay, so in today's products, we are going to be using the Lovely Layers Ginger Jars. We're going to be using the antique layering frames. We're going to be using the Heartfelt Condolences along with the coordinating dies. We're going to be using some navy cardstock along with a piece of this Cottage countryside paper here. And, glue, all that good stuff. So let me go ahead and get the desk set up for the next step. Okay, now before we get started on this card, I thought I'll explain why I'm making this card and the way that it's being made, because some people may find it odd, which honestly I do too. But I have a friend who, instead of sending birthday cards, he likes for us to send cards to celebrate his death. So I'm making a card for him that I think is hilarious, and I think you'll find hilarious. I know it's weird, but thought I would share that just in case someone is a little confused about why I'm making the card the way that I am. But let me go ahead and get down to the first step. Okay, so the first step here, we are going to do some die cutting out of the solid paper and the printed paper. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the outer layer of the Antiques layering frames, and I'm also taking, I'm going to say the medium size jar for the ginger jar. And then the middle section of the antique layering, I'm doing out of the navy blue cardstock. So I'm going to run that through the die cutting machine, and I'll be right back to show you what this looks like. Okay, so this is what we have cut out for right now. We have the base layer, we have the middle layer, and then we have the vase. I did cut out, there's a little top area here. That's the cap by itself. I just cut that out of the navy blue and then use the strip that's in there that's going along the top of that. So let me go ahead and get this cleared off, and we'll go to the next step. Okay, so for this next step, I have decided to use some just thin strips of adhesive by Honeybee Stamps. So we're just going to add that to the back of this to give it a little dimension, because we're going to put this on the card base. So we're just going to do a little bit of here, and then we are going to take our scissors, my new favorite scissors here, which I'll link to in the description. I'm just going to cut that, put a couple pieces here, and then we'll put a piece here. And then what I'm going to do is off camera, I will put some pieces on the corners here, and then I'll place that onto the card base, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a moment. Okay, so I put the frame onto the card base, and this is what it looks like with just a little bit of dimension. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and place the second one on here. I'm also going to use thin strips, and I'll do that real quick, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so there we go. I put the second piece on. That is navy blue. The camera probably isn't coming through showing that as well, but it is navy blue. So we went ahead and put that on there. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the pot on here. I'm going to do the same thing, just with a thin layer of the adhesive strips, and then I'm going to glue this guy on here as well, and then the base will be done, and then we'll start with the sentiment. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and do the sentiment. We are going to do some heat embossing. So I have my Misty out. I'm going to go ahead and pick this guy up. I'm not going to tell you what it says yet because I want you guys to kind of be like, what is happening? But we're going to go ahead and use our powder tool so that we know that no embossing powder is going to stick to this. Then we're going to use our clear ink from Honeybee Stamps. Alrighty, have that down, and then let's go ahead and get our powder. Let's take this guy out. All right. Ooh, where's my spoon? I don't like the touch of, there we go. You guys know I don't like the texture of embossing powder, so it kind of freaks me out to have to put my finger. Oh man. All right, so I'm gonna redo this. You see, I did not do so well with the powder there to get it off or to get it to not stick. So I'm just gonna restamp this and then I'll come back, heat emboss it, cut it out with the embossing, the die, and then we'll finish the card together. Okay, before we get down to the card to show what it looks like, I do want to say again that this is my friend who loves to get birthday cards, but instead of celebrating his birthday, he loves them to like be sentimental regarding like his death, or what he thinks is really funny is if you find a recycled card of someone else's like sympathy or funeral, he loves to receive that and he just laughs. So I want to make sure that everyone understands that. I know it's weird, but you know, sometimes people that do things like that, we don't understand it, but we like to make them happy. So this is what I made for him. I hope you guys enjoy it and you can laugh. If not, I'm sorry, but you know, here we go. Let's get down to the desk. And then here we go. I have this urn for him and it just says he was so loved. So he's probably going to die laughing with this, pun intended, but he's going to find it hilarious. And I find, I find joy in making him happy. So I think that this card will be really fun for him. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Make sure that you head over to the website, check out all the great stuff by clicking the links down below. You click that like button, you click that subscribe button, you leave a comment down below. You tell me if you have any friends that celebrate their birthdays differently, their anniversaries. Like, for example, Mariah Carey, she doesn't have birthdays. She calls them anniversaries, which is no lie. It is an anniversary. It's just around the sun. We call them birthdays. She calls them anniversaries. But if you have any friends that have any like weird quirks like that, put them down. I want to know what they are. Make sure that you click that bell notification so that you know a new video has come out. And again, I want to thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for being patient with my eye issue, and I hope that I'm going to see you a lot more and over on Instagram as well. So until next time, I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.